Hello everyone, thank you so much for jumping on. My name is Alicia Jade. I'm a skills coach, humble host and unshakable optimist, and today we are going to be talking about the topic of gratitude for our 30 days, 30 learnings in 30 lives. And gratitude is a big topic that I've actually started to dive into a lot more this year as I have started to start uncovering a lot around what my why is, what I'm really passionate about, doing my vision board, which I will show you guys a little later as well. As being an entrepreneur over the last couple of years and doing a lot of self-help, a lot of personal development, a lot of what I tend to realize is we do a lot of focusing on what we want to work towards. So what do we want to work towards in terms of our dreams, in terms of our goals, our passions? And a lot of some of that focus is around what we don't have. So what don't we have in order for us to get where we need to go? Or what do we would like to aspire to do or to be or to have? And so therefore we feel a sense of we're missing something. And that was something that actually quite resonated with me quite a lot. Was that I was always thinking, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. And for those who are actually millennials and that are out there at the moment, if you've ever held or told yourself, oh, I'm not really where I want to be right now. I'm 26 and if I've said to myself a number of times over the last couple of years, oh, I would have wanted to do this before I was 26 or 25, oh, I would have wanted to do this. Am I really where I wanted to be? And so gratitude and mindfulness played a very big part in my 2018, and a big thanks to Hugh from the Resilience Project. I will pop their details below. I've been following Hugh for a very, very, very long time, and he did an incredible presentation which I've actually shared from multiple people, and they have only just started to do traveling around to different states in Australia to showcase the Resilience Project and what it's all about. And he shares a lot around his family, about his sister with her anorexia nervosa and being very, very unhappy. But when he's traveled to these third world countries, these kids that he sees and plays with are the happiest people on the planet, and all they have is, barely shoes on their feet and maybe a cardboard to put over them at night to stop them from getting cold. And yet we are in a Western society, we're just so incredibly either sad or we're just really wanting a whole lot more, but we don't necessarily stop and be very grateful for what we have. We have a roof over our head. We live in a beautiful country. We have a job. Maybe we don't like the job that we're in, but at least we have one. At least we have family or friends. Whether we have lost loved ones, we do still have people around us. We get food, we get water. And so for me this year, the big focus was looking and focusing on gratitude and mindfulness. And that has actually really transformed a lot of the way that I think, not only about myself, what I want to aspire to do and be, but in a very soulful way. And so when I attended Hugh's presentation, again, it was just an awesome presentation, but I had to get one of their books. And so this is the 6 months Resilience Project Gratitude Journal. And I kind of overcommitted myself, and I'm like, oh my God, 6 months of gratitude. And it's the best book because what I do is I have it sitting at my bedside table, and every single night I'll fill it out. And this gives a bit of an idea of what it looks like. So you'd be putting your date, or depending on the day that it is, and it will ask you a couple of questions. It'll also give you a bit of a ranking score. So rank yourself in terms of exercise, sleep, eating, and then over here we have a happiness. So a rating scale from 1 to 10. How happy were you that day? And it's been really, really good. I've actually done about 3 months. And the self-awareness that I have of how I feel is really, really different. I'm very much in tune with myself now, and I'm very quick to pick up if I've become very anxious or very annoyed or very upset very quickly, for me to then hold back and say, okay, what is it that I need to do? So the Resilience Project, they do a lot of work around mindfulness, empathy, gratitude. And so gratitude was something that I really did implement a bit further into my life. And a lot of people tend to say, look, you know, before you go to bed or wake up in the morning, do 3 things that you're grateful for. Whereas what this does is it really goes through and asks multiple different questions, but still allows you to fulfill the ability to say, you know, what you are either grateful for, what was your greatest achievement. Let's recognize that, recognize maybe someone that's been a part of your network that you love and care about. So one of the things, just as an example, one of these here, write someone a nice letter, text message, email, give them a genuine compliment and thank them for something. And like, how often do we do that every day? You know, we can do complaints each day, but maybe even just sending a really good friend or family member, you know, that you really, really appreciate them and appreciate their friendship. So that is my tip for today, is really around gratitude. That was the learning that I had for this year, and I really want to hold it into coming up into the next year. But that's me, guys. Thank you for jumping on. I will see you guys tomorrow.